Up with KREM begins now.
In just 2 days, most of Washington can move forward with reopening. Up ahead, how the changes will impact you day to day.
Plus, under this new phase, Spokane restaurant owners will have a little more flexibility, but the help may not be enough to stay afloat.
The old expression is it's a step in the right direction. Without a doubt, it is.
So we're going to speak with industry leaders about what needs to be done to break even.
And after the coldest morning so far this winter, temperatures are struggling to climb. I'm going to let you know how warm we're going to get and why it's going to take a while to get there.
Well, welcome to KREM 2 News at Noon. Great to have you with us here. I'm Jen York alongside Laura Papetti and Jeremy Legoo.
Hi, everyone. Well, today we are experiencing the coldest temperatures we've had over the last few years. Is that right, Jeremy?
Yeah. Since all the way back on March 4th of 2019, we haven't been this cold. How weird is that? And I'm here to attest that if you wear the proper gear, if you go outside prepared, it's not that bad. But if you go outside, say wearing a suit and an overcoat, and you're going out to your car and you're going to start your car and sit in a car that's 31 years old and try to wait for it to warm up, you're going to be cold for hours. It's that kind of day. It's one of those ones where just being prepared will make all the difference. We're at 13 degrees right now, but look at the dew point. Still all the way down to 12 below. That dew point plays a big role in a lot of what we wind up seeing. And one of those things is the feels like temperature. So temps in the teens across the inland northwest, not all that bad. When you factor in that cold dew point and a stiff wind, it still feels like it's below zero for a lot of us, and that includes us here in Spokane. So get out of the wind. Find a way to stop the wind, and that was going to keep you quite a bit warmer. We're seeing those wind gusts stay strong and then pick back up later on tonight, so we're not done with it just yet, and a wind chill advisory remains in place for tomorrow. This is now 11 a.m. tomorrow for these areas shaded in blue. That will be North Idaho, including Sandpoint. A little bit of snow is starting to develop to our south. We're going to keep a close eye on that. It's not going to hit us here in Spokane. We have more widespread snow tomorrow. I'll let you know what that means for us here in Spokane. But for now, just know that temps will climb. We're going to get a pretty stark climb in those temps once the wind dies down. First, we need that to happen, Jen.
I was going to say, we've warmed up a whole 4 degrees since this morning.
Enjoy it. It's balmy outside.
Taking a minute to get there. All right, Jeremy, thank you. All right, well, this weekend, a majority of Washington is moving to phase 2 of reopening, and that includes Spokane County.
Now, initially, the new rules were set to go into effect on Monday. However, after a change of heart, phase 2 will be Sunday, just in time, speaking of hearts, for Valentine's Day.
And the science tells us that we are currently driving this pandemic down quite dramatically.
So under this new phase, restaurants, gyms, and theaters will be able to open in a somewhat limited capacity.
All right, so here are the changes. This is what to expect in phase 2. Indoor dining, entertainment venues, and gyms can open at 25% capacity. Outdoor sporting events will be allowed with a max of 200 people. Small indoor social gatherings are also permitted, but guests will be limited to 5 people from 2 households.
All right, so here is what will stay the same. Indoor worship services can continue at 25% capacity. Retail remains open, also at 25%. Personal and professional services remain unchanged. However, remote work is definitely still encouraged.
All right, so now begins the scramble for restaurants looking to open for Valentine's Day. The Spokane Hospitality Coalition says owners will now have to get up to speed in just 2 days, and that includes getting stocked up with supplies.
There's going to be a big mobilization for the bars and restaurants to get opened up here in Spokane at whatever level they choose to. And then adding to that, of course, is Valentine's Day, which for an awful lot of places is first or second busiest day of the year for them. So a lot of outside the box thinking is going to go into making this a success.
Well, Mark Starr there, as you heard, he's adding that being open at 25% capacity will help our local restaurants, but to break even, he says many need to be open at half capacity. And today, a number of restaurant owners gathered to talk about where they still need help. And Dana Marie McNichols shares more.
This morning, the Spokane Hospitality Coalition met to speak about the phase 2 reopening and the options for indoor dining. Now, a lot of them are excited about this for Valentine's Day, but they're still asking for 50% capacity, asking Mayor Nadine Woodward to relay that message to Governor Jay Inslee. Now, they have a lot of exciting opportunities and projects in store for our community.
We've got a Growler Program, which is great. We were able to sell beer at a little bit reduced prices to our members and to those in the community. So we've got a great program going there. Care to Nourish, supporting some nonprofit organizations and people in need. And the Coalition Collabs, I think, are going to be a really exciting thing where we're pairing restaurants who wouldn't normally work together. First one will be Chef Chad White and DeBali, so having some fun, inspired dishes there.
You heard Josh mention the Growler Program. This is part of the Save 509 campaign. Now, the first time the restaurants did this, they sold out in 2 days. So make sure to keep updated on social media for all your favorite restaurants. Give them a follow because there's so many fun programs and opportunities for you to try new food in our area. Reporting in Spokane, I'm Dana Marie McNichol.
And of course, as we look ahead, the guidelines for phase 3 and 4 of reopening in Washington state have yet to be released. But a spokesperson for the governor's office says right now the priority is getting regions to phase 2 and keeping them there. Of course, we know this is a lot of information. All of it can be found right now on KREM.com. You can also text REOPEN to 509-448-2000, and we will send you all of that information right to your phone.
All right, today Spokane police are asking for your help in finding a missing 13-year-old girl. Her name is Bailey Cedarblom. She was last seen yesterday after telling friends she was meeting an unknown person at a park or Longfellow Elementary School. So if you have a moment, take a look at your screen right now. She recently had a medical procedure and is in need of her medication. She is described as 5 feet 8 inches tall. She has brown hair and may be wearing a white beanie and gray sweatshirt. Anyone with any information, you're asked to call Crime Check. We've put that number right there on your screen, 456-2233.
Well, in North Idaho, a woman pleaded guilty to murder 3 years after the death of her husband on Lake Coeur d'Alene. Lori Eisenberg's husband was found dead in the lake in 2018, and investigators say he had a lethal amount of Benadryl in his system. Yesterday, she pleaded guilty to second-degree murder. And Kootenai County prosecutors say prior to his death, she also tried to poison him in Florida. Her sentencing is now set for May.
It is coming up on 12:08 right now, right here on KREM 2 News at noon. Lots more still ahead, including we're going to take a look outside as this is one of the coolest days we've had in 2 years. Jeremy Legoo coming up next, letting us know when we may warm up. Plus, you at home are sending Jeremy to your favorite places all across the inland Northwest. He takes us on his first adventure. That's coming up ahead.